This is Championship Core Training number 4, testing. For these tests you'll need a couple things: a med ball, 6 to 10 pounds, and a pull-up bar. 2 tests to choose from. Number 1 is a basic test, number 2 is the elite test. Each test has 3 parts. Take 3 to 5 minutes rest between each part of the test, and once you've mastered test number 1, basic, move on to test number 2, elite. Core test number 1 starts off with planks for a static hold of 3 minutes or longer, or with switches for 5 minutes or longer, med ball Russian twist with a sit-up and get-up ladder to 15 or more, and hanging tucks to 10 or more. The only way to know where you're at in your core training ability is to test your core, so use these tests. Test number 1. Simply start your watch. You're going for a plank position, a base hold, for 3 minutes or longer, or a plank hold with switches. You can switch from down to up. You can do side planks, but you'll remain on your toes and your hands or forearms the entire time for 5 minutes or longer. Going through all different kinds of switches, 5 minutes or longer. Next up is a med ball Russian twist, sit up, get up. Start at 1 twist, 1 sit up, 2 twists, 2 sit ups, and get up on the last rep. 1, 2, 3 twists, then 3 sit ups, and a get up on the end of rep number 3. And this will go all the way to 15. Where you'll do 15 twists, and then 15 sit-ups, and on the last rep you'll do a get-up to finish it up. And if an athlete can hit all of the standards for core test number 1, they generally have good, solid core strength. Finishing up these sit-ups here, and on number 15, the last one, we'll do a get up to finish it up. Part number 3 of core test number 1 is hanging tucks. Simply want to do 10 or more hanging tucks, touching your knees to your elbows each time, with as little movement at the bottom as possible. And that's 10. Championship core test number 2 is similar, a plank with a static hold 5 or more minutes, or with switches 10 or more minutes. Part 2 is a med ball Russian twist with a sit-up, get-up ladder to 20 or more, and part 3 is hanging pikes to 10 or more. Similar test, just a little bit harder. So start your watch. Again, you just want to hold a plank position for 5 minutes if you choose the static option. Goal there is just to eliminate all movement, or planks with switches for 10 minutes. Again, you can walk up, walk down, turn to the side. You can do any variation of plank for this test. Just want to be sure that you still maintain a solid, tight core in a straight line between your shoulders, hips, and toes for the test. Part 2 is Russian twist with a sit-up and a get-up. So again, 2 twists, 2 sit-ups into a get-up to finish rep number 2, 3 twists, and 3 sit-ups with a sit-up get up to finish rep number 3. This will go all the way to 20. Similarly, with core conditioning test number 1, if you can get all of the standards or above for test number 2, if an athlete can hit all of those standards, they generally have great core conditioning. This ladder alone to get to 20 is difficult. And on the last rep, again, I'll do a sit-up, get up on rep number 20. On to part 3. 10 or more pike ups. So from a chin-up bar, touch your shoelaces to the bar, maintain relatively straight legs. Again, your goal is to control momentum and movement at the bottom position. You shouldn't need somebody to hold your back. And that is it for core test number 2. The real question is, can you do it? The only way to find out is to test yourself. Use these tests and see where you're at in regard to your core training.